Welcome, and hello. This is Total Spotfest. Damn it. One of these days I'm going to get it. That right there is Jamie Faulkner. I am JJ Brownlee. With us, as always, is Mr. Austin Reddick. I have no idea.
You'll get it one day.
No, I won't. No, you know
no,
that. You know
it's kind of a great bit at this point.
What you need to do is just put a Post-it on your monitor with the arrow pointing towards where people actually are on the screen, and then you got it.
So that would be really smart.
That would be a smart thing to do.
Except would it have to be like mirrored?
Rachel,
like you put the Post-it up, but then you point in the wrong direction because it's flipped.
I have no idea. Am I mirrored?
What?
I'm mirrored. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know I was right the first time. I was pointing in the right direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're mirrored. Yeah, you're mirrored.
There we go. All right. See,
am I mirrored?
I had to reboot my computer earlier. I think we might have lost power. I'm not sure. You know, we had storms roll through. But I got back from work and like half of the websites in Chrome wouldn't load. It was being real jacky. So I had to reboot my computer and clear out all the cache and all the shit, right? And settings ever since then. But hey, let's not talk about that. Let's welcome everybody in. How are we doing here? What is up, Heather? That was a thing that happened. We're gonna get to it. I wish to God you guys could see our group chat.
Oh, don't worry. Don't you worry. I got thoughts.
Oh my God. All right. Well, what's up? What's up, chill guy? Rachel, welcome in. Hello and welcome to everybody here. If it's your first time joining us, we are Total Spotfest. We do this every Wednesday around about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time on TikTok and on YouTube. Follow us on them internets at Total Spotfest. As you can see, we got a different look to the stream tonight. We are pimping our sponsor, Dubby Clean Energy. Go to w.gg, use the code Total Spotfest, get yourself 10% off. Which we're gonna do a thing here in a second, but first and foremost, how are you boys doing this fine and wonderful evening?
Doing all right, man. Can't complain. I am living for Jamie's contents when we get to the end of tonight's or comments. We get to the end of tonight's
I really want to skip
That's what I'm living
most
for.
of I really want to skip most of this show, Austin. I just want to get right to it.
we speedrun Dynasty and Dynamite just to get to the end.
And this Jamie. Go.
Yeah. I mean, if you're new to the show, I'm not the biggest fan of one Darby Allin. I think he just has the same match over and over. I get his appeal. Before you attack me in comments, I get his appeal. It's just his style of wrestling is not for this guy. So I'm putting that out there.
All right.
So if they give you any kind of idea of what might come out of my mouth, you're probably wrong, but maybe a little right.
All right. Well, that's planting a seed. Let's put something else in your mouth. That's a segue of all segments. Okay.
Darby all the way. See, like Rachel's all about Darby, which is fine. That's great for you. It's great for you. I'm not his demographic. I am an old white dude. So
stick around, Rachel.
Out, you know, but
this is gonna get
my
fun.
daughters love him.
Of course they do. All right. So like I made mention, Dubby is our new show sponsor, thus the new graphics we got going on. And by the way, we want to hear in chat. What do you guys think of our little logo experiment over here on the left side of your screen?
Kenny did die, so that Darby could not die.
All right. So Dubby's our show sponsor here. Clean Energy, made in America. You haven't seen it yet. Jamie's still putting it together there, but we did order some. Austin now lives on the East Coast, so shipping for him.
I'm still waiting. But next week's show.
But so Jamie and I got ours yesterday. Okay, I did a quick little unboxing. You'll see it on TikTok here shortly. I just did the sample pack to begin with because I wasn't sure which flavors I wanted. I wanted to try a little bit of everything, right? So Tonight, I am going to do this, and Jamie's going to do a live mix for you guys. I'm going to show you how easy this is here in a second. He's got something very special. So I am trying out the Japanese yuzu flavor. It is Japan's yuzu. I got it. Second try. I got it. Japan's best citrus fruit. I'm guessing a lemon line of sorts here. Me and Jamie have the same shape.
You've never had yuzu. That's right.
I've never had yuzu.
Oh, it's delish. Very good.
If it's like I'm thinking it is, just for reference, my favorite Gatorade is since I've been a kid has been lemon lime.
There's many things I love in Japan. Yuzu is one of them, and ramen.
So I like citrus stuff, right? You know, I like drinking, you know, like lime tequila drinks, you know, and I like lemon lime stuff. So I'm all for citrus. So anyway, if you order the shaker pack, you get a random colorized shaker. I got the clear, which I'm a big fan of, with the J Money green. So did Jamie.
Mine just looks like slime color, which I'm into.
J Money green. All right, here we go. Japanese yuzu.
You do that while you drink yours. I will talk about. I got a mystery flavor from them.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally, I do not know what's in. What flavor am I? So I thought it'd be fun for us to do this all together. I'm gonna
you see what he's doing there. It's got the little scoop, right? So just like if you had Gatorade or something like that, right? Get the little scoop inside. By the way, this is excellent.
It is turning purple like I thought. It's like a purple hue, guys. Purple.
Here's a question: was the scooper buried in the tub or was it up top?
Right up top, man. I was actually very surprised by that. Like, because it did travel, so I'm like, oh, it's probably like in there, and I'm gonna get like dust particles, and I'm gonna rub my teeth, you know. But
that's always the worst. But you get everywhere. All right, here we go. Out. You get it. All right. So first of all, while Jamie's shaking it up here, this is fantastic. Okay, it's not really. It gets a little foamy when you shake it, people. So you know, be careful, mindful with your fill. But no, it's not very. It's not super tart, which is what I really like about the yuzu. It's kind of like a smooth citrus, but it's along the lines of like the more lemon lime stuff like that, right? But very smooth. I like it. All right, you. What do you smell there, Jay?
I smell fruit punch. If it's fruit punch, I am a fat happy man right now. Okay, here we go. As fruit punch, gentlemen.
It's fruit punch.
Nice.
As fruit punch, gentlemen. And so, has anybody ever had NO explode?
Yes. It's been a very long time. But yes.
Okay, NO explode fruit punch. So it has the smell, but it doesn't have like that, just like kick you in the balls, like, because it's very nice. Like, it's very nice. I can't. I like it, like, legit. I'm
okay.
Not just like, you know, trying to get the money. Also 10% off using Total Spotfest. But this is really nice. So. Yeah, this is happening for real.
All right, so we'll be drinking these, and once Austin gets his shipment eventually on the East Coast, there he'll join.
Eventually, I ordered mine a couple days after y'all's too. I didn't get around to it until the weekend, so like I'm a few days behind.
All right. Plus, they did ship from California, but no, it's so it took for Jamie and I in the middle of the country. It took us about a week. The standard shipping. We didn't do expedited, just regular shipping. But no, good, very good. All right, go get your W. Go to w.gg.
Yes. This is a special night for everybody. This is a special night. If this is your very first show, I have a special announcement later.
Ooh. He wouldn't even tell
Even the guys don't know. I just said I have something special planned for them. That's all I got.
Jimmy is edging you along with Austin and myself. So
can't wait.
So hey, share it out to all your friends. If you're on TikTok, share our link. If you're on YouTube, first off, like and subscribe if you haven't liked and subscribed us yet. Then share it out to your friends. Let's get a big old party in here because this is a great announcement for everybody who watches the show.
I'm very excited to see what's going on. Okay. Before we get to the events of the evening, which I know everybody's so anticipated for, we got some business to attend to because this past Sunday we did have a pay-per-view to take in.
PPV. Is it a PLE or PPV? I mean, I'm a PPV kind of guy.
No, theirs is a pay-per-view because you're paying for it, or you're supposed to be paying for it.
I mean, I pay for it in different ways while I watch WWE. Got him.
and stick around for our WrestleMania preview, by the way.
It's gonna be great.
Jamie's gonna be all hopped up on Dubby, and he's just gonna load the clip on WWE.
Pounded it because it's delicious.
He's sauced up. He's in a mood because of things that happened, and we're feeding him pure, natural, clean caffeine late at night. This is gonna be fantastic.
I'm drinking away my sorrows, boys.
All right, so pay-per-view happened this past Sunday, and we had picks to go along with it.
Spoiler alert, I didn't win.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a hot take that I'm gonna save for a little bit about the winner of this. Okay, so 3 0-hour matches: Marina Shafir versus Alex Windsor. Thank you.
Gotcha.
We all picked Marina. Marina lost. Yeah, I'm going through some of this stuff pretty quick.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, the Divine Dominion successfully defended their titles, and then you had the national championship match. Jack Perry, he retained his title against Mark Davis. So you have that. Okay. Now, the show opens up with, I forgot what it opened up with. It's been so long.
Tag match.
Tag team?
Yeah,
tag match. Yeah. Tag team, right?
Which was a banger.
I want to say that was my favorite match of the night. There was a Will Ospreay match that was better, but I don't know. I was not expecting this tag team match to be as good as it was.
Are you familiar with the 4 guys in it? Because I was expecting it to be phenomenal.
Well, yes. I'm also familiar with 2 of the guys from 25 years ago. So there's that. Okay.
Oh, no. That's not the tag match it opened with.
No.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I'm getting mixed up here. Okay.
Yeah, I was
about to say.
How could you have possibly had lowered expectations for the Bucks versus Okada and Takeshita?
Thank you.
And Okada,
I didn't bother.
Yes.
Hey, it happens, right? All right. So I'm reading the pick sheet, and I'm also trying to remember, and it's definitely not in order. So I have the wrong match in the wrong spot. It's a thing. Bucks versus Takeshita and Okada. We all picked the Bucks. I know I did because I kind of guessed what would happen. I knew, especially with the fact that they already pre-announced the international title match for Double or Nothing, that there's going to be some breakdown between Okada and Takeshita. And there was. But you're right. This match was stellar.
Yeah, the finish was written on the wall. This is one of 2 matches I picked correctly on the main show.
You picked more than 2 correctly. Settle down.
Man.
I think on the main show, no, I got 3 on the main show. 3.
Yes, you picked 3 correctly.
2 were extremely obvious, and 1 was a Hail Mary that I just lucked out on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this match was, it's everything you wanted this match to be. It was a PWG-ass tag match in the best way possible. Mm-hmm. And I feel like every single AEW pay-per-view, they just throw a match out there where you're like, oh, this is the best match I've seen in a long time. But it just happens every time.
For good reason.
Yeah.
They're a pay-per-view company for a reason.
Yeah, we can't stop drinking our Dubby. It's so good.
That match,
it's legit good. So Young Bucks won. We all got that. Chris Jericho versus Ricochet, which everybody, including all of us, assumed was Chris Jericho's first match back. Of course, they're going to give him the win, right? No, he put over Ricochet,
super surprise,
who used one of his signature moves to get the victory.
Makes me happy.
Did not see that coming, but pleasantly surprised.
Maybe he's legit this time about not caring where he is on the card. We're just going to leave it at that. We'll see what happens here.
If he can give Ricochet a rub to put him into megastar status, I'm for it, because he's already in superstar status. Like, to elevate Ricochet, I like that idea.
Well, and to be fair, if he legit is if this is his last year or his last run, last couple years, whatever it is, right? And he's doing this to really go out the way he wants to, kind of old school, putting the young guys over, right? Solidifying himself as maybe a mentor piece for the long term for the company. It's good. It's what he needs to do, right? Right, Austin?
Yeah, absolutely. The top end of the roster is far past Chris Jericho by. The dude's 50 and can't keep his pants up. Like, he doesn't need to be up there with the Omegas and the Ospreys and the Okadas and all any of the O's. Like, he can leave them out. No, this was perfect for him. I was, like I said, I was very surprised Ricochet won this match, but I think it was good for everybody involved.
Now, the surprise we didn't have on our card was during the pre-show, Camille makes a return, attacks Willow Nightingale. Willow doesn't have her open challenge, and Camille comes out and beats up somebody. I don't even remember who it was. There's that. Okay. You did have, like I started to make mention of, Cage and Copeland versus FTR. And again, this is one of my favorite matches of the night, even though we all got it wrong, especially Tony Khan. I'll get to that. Because we all picked Cage and Copeland. FTR did get the victory. But again, I was not expecting specifically Adam Copeland, just because I think he hasn't aged nearly as well in the ring as Christian Cage has in the past few years. I wasn't expecting this match to be as much fun. I popped so hard when they both did one of their biggest rivals finishing moves one after another, though. The 3D into the Super Kick Party / FTR trigger. I popped so hard for that shit.
Yeah, this match over-delivered. And I mean, I had a feeling it was going to be good because Christian is still as good as he ever was. FTR is probably the best tag team of all time. And while I still don't think Cope fits too well in AEW in 2026, he's still fine enough in the ring that he can keep up with whatever they're doing. But yeah, this match was very good. It wasn't nearly as good as the tag that opened the show, but it was still very good.
Mm-hmm.
They make a mistake, Jamie, by not putting the belts on them, though.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. As much as I thought it was a no-brainer that they were going to win it, and the fact that they pulled the wool over our eyes not once but twice, had two Canadians lose in Canada, in
Canada.
I'm just saying. Well, I know they're more Eastern Canadians. They're more Eastern Canadian. So I guess like maybe they're not as Canadian as those Canadians. I don't know. I don't quite get it. They also had another Canadian lose that totally should have won.
To be fair, all the Canadians lost.
Not all of them.
Nope. Wrong.
Hold on. I'm going through everything here.
One Canadian made a glorious triumphant return after being gone for a while and picked up some gold. Along with his non-Canadian friends, but he was Canadian and on the team.
Touche. You are right. You are right. Well, he's surrounded by a bunch of non-Canadians, so okay. You had the #1 contender match. For some reason, Austin Reddick picked Andre El Idolo.
I called my shot last week. I said I was sticking with on Andrade and Kenny.
He did.
I appreciate the follow through. I had a call my shot moment as well too. Yeah, Darby won. We'll talk more about this later. You had the Casino Gauntlet match where we were kind of all over the board on that. I really thought Tommaso, the way they're building him up, he had the title before. We had a Brody King in there. Jamie was going with Speedball because he was hell bent on Speedball for about a week and a half now on this.
They're in Canada, dude. But I was instant like they're gonna have the Canadian win.
And then Austin stumbled himself into a Kevin Knight victory. So there's that, which
I certainly did. I actually part of the reason I picked Kevin Knight is because Jamie kept saying Speedball was going to win. And I was like, you know what? I think there's some interesting stuff. So my thinking was Kevin Knight wins there. And by the time we get to Double or Nothing, we get Kevin Knight versus Speedball for the TNT title.
That's absolutely happening.
Yeah.
I dig it.
But who's the heel, boys? Who's the heel?
There isn't one in that. You can do face with them.
I know you can. Jamie wants heel Kevin Knight so bad, though.
I mean, he kind of talked a little heely tonight. Just saying.
And I'm just saying, how funny would it be if you have Speedball as the heel?
I'm really mad at you, guy.
Oh, come on. It's like the most unexpected thing. It's akin to, not the same.
It's like
it's
you
akin
turning
to
heel and me turning face. It just doesn't make sense.
No, I was going to pull out the Hogan from, because nobody in the world in 1996 thought that Hogan would turn to a heel, right? That was the most unheard of thing ever, right? That's why I say it. Anyway, I mean, Kevin and I did win. We had Tekla defending her world title and defending it very successfully. We did put in there the bonus question of if we talked about this last week. I had to follow through with it. Will Mercedes Moné show up at the pay-per-view? Like, period. That was it. Like, could have been anywhere at the pay-per-view. I had to stick to my guns, Austin, because I threw that out there. I had to stick to it. You were with me, and I appreciate the solidarity. This man is not. You think he's a part of the FWO? He is playing you, Jamie. I'm telling you, the heel turn is going to be fantastic.
Now, I'm playing both sides, so I always come out on top.
Yeah. That's why he's a perfect member for the FWO.
Yeah, I have long said I am the giant of the FWO. Some weeks I'm in, some weeks I'm out. It's kind of
as long as it's more than not, I'm good.
He does what he wants there. So you had your double main event, which I'm calling it that pretty much, but in between it. So the Dogs won the Trios title the night before at Collision. Then they go up and they put them up against the conglomeration with a returning Canadian, Kyle O'Reilly from British Columbia, the one Canadian who's actually from the right province where the pay-per-view was held. I'm gonna throw that out there just for good measure. Okay,
I think that mattered.
With the most sitcom-y entrance, which I know Austin Reg popped very hard for. So did Jamie, but we know Austin's proclivities for comedy, Jamie.
I do love silly shit in pro wrestling.
I mean, he is married to Heidi Howitzer.
That is true.
That's that. Never have truer words been spoken.
She puts the capital silly in silly.
Who is sillier on their entrance? The conglomeration with their whole Friends skit, or the Dogs with David Finlay beating up a door, Clark Connors fucking a title belt on the couch before Gabe Kidd comes over and pisses on the couch.
I mean, that was kind of badass. I loved it. I thought that was the most G shit you could do right there.
That was
piss on the couch.
Just piss it on the couch. Oh. But the Dogs win the titles the night before, and they lose them 24 hours later. Happy for the conglomeration. Happy for Kyle O'Reilly. Not happy with what they're doing with the Dogs. But I
think an audible was called.
You do?
I do.
Okay. Because
Gabe Kidd hurt his shoulder. He dislocated his shoulder during the match. Did you not hear about his tirade afterwards, where he is literally going off on everybody and anything that was in like a 150-mile radius?
I did not. That's amazing though. That makes sense a lot. Okay.
Yeah, he did get pretty hot and cut a promo about it. I don't think it was an audible though. I still think the conglomeration was winning that match no matter what.
Okay, let me rephrase. I'm hoping it was an audible because the Dogs are just been getting shit on the entire time. They're like the song says, rubbing their nose and shit. Since we're kind of close to Seattle.
So the two big events really for this pay-per-view were the Continental title. Okay, so Will Ospreay versus, and it was officially a Continental title match, 20-minute time limit, everybody banned from ringside. And you guys were saying that on pay-per-views it was 60, but it absolutely is 20 minutes, and they confirmed that.
Yeah, they definitely said it was 20, but I know they had talked about longer time limits for pay-per-view matches previously.
They did, especially during the tournament. I know they've talked about that, but it's a moving target. This is professional wrestling, my buddy.
They make the rules up as they go.
20-minute time limit. Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxley. Everybody banned at ringside. We all picked Will Ospreay, and he did not win. And this one didn't. This one I didn't think was a mistake. You know, I had a couple issues with the whole Cage of Copeland thing. I thought you were gonna give him like one final little run. You know, just kind of give him the titles to hold for a minute. Give him back to FTR if you can later. But this it was a good swerve, I felt. And I think because I have an idea, and we'll talk about this when we get to Dynamite. I think I have an idea what they might be doing long term with Ospreay in this picture. But what did you guys think? About the match and about the outcome?
I mean, the match was good. I don't hate Mox retaining here. It's just really weird that they broke Ospreay's neck in kayfabe and like he was gone for 8 months, comes back with a full head of steam, and then Mox just beats him again. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it didn't make sense because at the very beginning he hits that hidden blade, which looked fucking rad as hell. I was like, oh, this match is over. Like that's awesome. I thought it was like cool. They got, and then they just kept going, and it's like, okay. And then it got close to time. Okay, they're just gonna do a time limit draw. Set up something else, and it feels like they are doing it. And I don't like the end. As long as I will accept it, as long as the story makes sense later, which they kind of planted a couple seeds tonight, so we'll see.
Right. So
I agree,
and the seeds do come via one Kenny Bygod Omega, who world title match, Kenny Omega versus MJF. We were split on this. Okay, me and Austin chose Kenny. Everybody else chose MJF. If Kenny had won, we would have gone to it's been a while since this happened, straight 5-way tie. We would have gone, all of us. So you say you did terrible. We almost got into that tiebreaker there, Austin.
So what you're saying is we all did bad.
Kind of. Kind of. There was a lot of surprises. I mean, I feel like we all, there was several matches where we all picked the same thing and all were wrong. And it was one of those like, well, okay, big swing, big miss. This was very good. This was a lot of fun. It was long. It was, spoiler alert, 38 minutes and change. Okay. And of course, MJF finds a way to cheat at the end and get the victory, right? And in that process, technically kicked out of the one-winged angel. Technically.
It's bullshit. That should be protected at all costs. I'm sorry.
It kind of was, because he had like a 10 count and the other referee comes in at the very end and gets him into a 2, right? So, but technically he did kick out of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, there was enough bullshit around it that it's not just kicking out of it. If anyone ever does like actually kick out right after it gets hit, it would still be extremely surprising. But I don't know. I get why they did it. I don't think you really need that spot, but you want to give MJF a thing where he can go around saying he kicked out of the one-winged angel. Like, I get it.
I get it too. He doesn't need the extra rub. It's not, it's just, it's more the same for his character, but it's fine. And then of course he wins via Heat Seeker, Jamie's favorite move. So it came down to the 3 members of the FWO. I'm still not counting you in the FWO, Austin. I don't believe this for a second. Okay.
Been a part of it for 2 years, dude.
He is not. Yeah, he is not. This is all you just better watch out
For life.
for until it considers him his
Or as
purpose.
long as it's convenient. That's too many hand signals to make it out. No sign language.
He wants to be on the winning side, man. That's why he's with us.
And because it was not a 5-way tie where I would have won, Jamie had the highest time, second highest time behind me, but highest time. So congratulations on retaining the title, Jamie. I called it your title because, yeah, you have held it the most. I'm giving you flowers. I'm also putting a pin in that because I have a comment later that you're going to love in regards to this championship belt.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. And this comes to my special announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all in for a treat because today is officially coronation of King of the Picks. That's right.
Jesus Christ.
The best pay-per-view picker of all time. There's no one better than me. There will never be better than me. Bret Hart wishes he was good as me because I am beyond the excellence of execution.
JJ, I want to make sure that you clip this. So when we reconvene next Wednesday after WrestleMania and Jamie has lost the title, you could just play that back in its entirety.
For one, the clips are all AI. Jamie's going to come back in and clip this manually himself.
From now on, JJ, because I have won, you need to refer to me as Lord Jamie.
No.
Lord.
Nope.
Because you're not part of the FWO. FWO people, we're cool. You can call me Jamie. It's cool. You? Lord.
Not going to happen.
Put some respect on my pay-per-view winning ass.
All right, let me go ahead. I'll update your name right now. Okay, I just muted him actually, so we can move on here. You can try talking. You're not gonna. Nobody will hear you, so it's okay. All right, you're back. Congratulations, Jamie. Again, I got a little dig we'll get to. No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. All right. On to Dynamite, because let's be real, that's really tonight's main event. Okay. Speaking of which, we begin the show with MJF showing up to the arena. Renee trying to catch him because he's gone radio silent. He said so after his victory on Sunday. And apparently there's a title match to open the show. Okay. He's also mad at Andrade. And he says he's going to take up with that later on because Andrade didn't do the work needed. And we begin the show with the title match. So Darby Allin comes out. MJF comes out, basically tells him, you know. But Bryan Danielson has Tony Khan on the air, and the match is happening. Okay. So let's move to the main event. And I'm just plowing through this to get to there. So we're gonna save all this for the end if that's good with you guys. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it all together when we get to the end.
All right. Yeah. So then they go into a promo from Dynasty, Kenny Omega in the training room with Will Ospreay, which to me felt a little bit like Kenny Omega passing that big torch to Mr. Ospreay. Potentially. I don't know. What do you make of this?
I get where you're going with that, but I don't think it really works after they both just lost.
Yeah.
True. I didn't say it worked. It felt like that's what they're trying to do. Okay.
I am hoping, and I don't think this is likely, I'm hoping this little promo leads to Kenny turning heel and taking that title off Darby. And this is the first building block to get us to Omega and Ospreay at All In, which I think is still very much in play for that title. But I would like to give us the cleaner back. Like, Kenny, you tried doing it the right way. You lost to MJF the same way he beats everyone. He just hit you with his diamond ring and then gave you a heat seeker. There might have been a tombstone through a table in between. That's neither here nor there. Like, go back to being the cleaner. Give us a heel Kenny Omega for a while.
His cleaner version is his best version. I don't care what anybody says. That was his, like, that heel Bullet Club cleaner. Yes. And if we could steal it for 6 to 8 months and have a decent run of it, I'm in. Now, if he like challenges next Wednesday as a heel and wins it next Wednesday, it'll make me happy. But
you're gonna be good either way. I don't
no,
know.
I think Kenny might win it at Double or Nothing, but I do agree. I think a heel turn makes so much sense here. But then again, we're back at the top has a ton of heels and not very many faces.
And that's true. And the other point that I want to get with that is, as much as I agree 100% with you both on that, because yes, cleaner Kenny is the Kenny Omega, right? He's never been the cleaner by himself.
I want the red jewel up front.
You okay there?
Yeah, I gotta get my red jewel up front, right there.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad we figured that out. He's never been the cleaner by himself.
You refer to me as Lord.
I'm not going to refer to you as that. So he's either had the Bullet Club behind him, the Elite, Don Callis, something, right? Is he going to do it by himself? Is there something to go along with that? You know, I don't see a Don Callis reunion happening anytime soon, although that would not be terrible. Is he just going to go as solo cleaner heel cleaner?
I think that'd be fun because it's different. But if not, he should retain the services of Big Stoke. Not the best option, but it's the funniest option.
You're just like Jamie. You're a one-stringed banjo, Austin. That's why you want him in FWO, because he plays the same instrument you do. Just pull that one fucking string.
Hey, that string's got a lot of life in it. There is no problem that can't be solved by just putting a string.
Hey, that string's got a lot of hits in it. I'm just saying. Okay. More hits than misses.
All right. Well, how about the next match? Hit or miss. Tommaso Ciampa versus Desmond Xavier. Fun match. Ciampa is also setting his sights on the world title. Sure.
I mean, spoilers if you're waiting for the end of the show, but clearly he's going to be a fun Dynamite challenger for Darby until we get to Double or Nothing, and he probably loses that title, which is fine.
Yeah, we're only 45 days away from Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
I do gotta say, I appreciate that it seems like every week someone else is like, I'm coming after the world title. Like, I appreciate people wanting the top prize in the company, because like when Hangman had the belt, no one except for Kyle Fletcher or Samoa Joe wanted to show up and fight for it.
Yeah. I mean, logically speaking, and I know, Jamie, that, you know, logic, we're pulling going awesome regs, stash of logic here. But yeah, if you should want the top prize if you wrestle in a company.
I'll wait until you call me Lord before I speak.
Okay. Well, Jamie's going to be silent for the rest of the night. This is fantastic. Okay. So we're going to move right on then.
You got to give me.
He's really committed to the bit.
Do what?
You got to give me at least one, dude.
I will give you.
I think I've earned that with the amount of pay-per-view championships I've won.
I was going to give you one, but now I'm pulling it back. Okay,
I'm just saying. I've earned it.
You've earned it. Okay. Well, we will see. We will see how the night goes if I give you that one. Good Lord, you destroyed that.
Yeah, I don't fuck around.
I'm milking mine. All right.
Lord Farquaad. Thanks. I don't look like Lord Farquaad. I'm not short. I'm not that short.
I know, Clint. I mean, you know, your subjects have spoken, Lord. There was your one.
I know.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right.
He's already been punished enough. He had surgery on his hand and arm.
Oh, really?
On Monday. Yeah, he's short to you because you're like 9 foot tall. fucker. Yeah, no, yeah,
Well,
he just got
here's the
everything done,
Quint.
so he's actually got some movement,
You
and
got some
and
movement.
he
You got
sent
some
me a
blood
pic,
flow.
and it actually looks like flesh colored instead of like pale white,
thank God.
Most of God, what's her name now? I can't even think of her name. Edward Scissorhands looking color, like that color. Actually, it looks legit. Like he actually has some color in there. So it looks like things are going the right way. So sending him love. Also sending love because he is the originator of the picture of us that we're using right there with the W Energy.
Hell yeah.
I only did a couple variants based off of that, but yeah, he did that one. That's an OG Clint special. So everybody give Clint some love in the chat. Maybe some hearts for us too. That'd be great.
That's our boy. That's our boy Clint. I'll get a couple hearts in there for you, Clint. And I'm happy to hear your hand's doing much better.
Sir Clint, I have knighted him.
We're moving on here. All right. So you have a quick little Darby Allin MJF video talking about the side headlock takeover, hashtag foreshadowing. And then FTR comes out and does a little promo. It was just kind of, it was something that could have been a video, it's one of those things. They come out, they wanted to have a moment of silence for Adam Copeland and Christian Cage's career because they killed them. And that's about it. And then they posed for a 10-second pose and nobody came out, nobody met him. Sure. I mean, we're barreling towards a 5th version of FTR and Young Bucks. No?
Oh yeah.
I think we get to Young Bucks versus Cope and Christian first. But yeah, we're probably heading that direction.
Probably in London too, right?
I see a rematch between Cope and Christian happening at Double or Nothing. That just makes much sense to me. And then that's maybe when Cope and Christian do take the titles off their hands.
Okay.
And then you set up Cope and Christian versus the Bucks at All In. And that sells. Because we haven't seen that ever. We've seen FTR and Bucks 4 other times.
See, I think we're gonna get the Bucks versus Cope and Christian at Double or Nothing. FTR's promo tonight was very much, we've beaten everybody. Go find someone from somewhere else. Like, I could see them saying, like, y'all figure it out and then send the winners to us. I still think All In, we're getting a 3-way ladder match, but that could just be wishful thinking on my part.
Yes. A TLC match.
Yes. I mean, a ladder match is a TLC match. They don't do ladder match in AEW without pulling out tables and chairs are everywhere.
Wrestling movement. Joshi's do it better for the record. Hello, now Darby Allin is the new AEW World Champion. I think Tony Khan will try to compete and take attention away from WrestleMania weekend, as he should.
It's not going to take much. I mean, have they sold any more tickets for WrestleMania? I know that's
they have, but they've also lowered the prices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Night 2 is almost completely sold out last time I saw. Night 1 was still kind of struggling, but night 2 was filling up pretty quick.
Well, that's good. I mean, no matter what you think, turning on WrestleMania,
man.
it's still WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania. And turning on WrestleMania and seeing a half-filled audience is just sad for wrestling.
It's weird.
It is weird. Like the post-pandemic one, not the one during the pandemic, the one right after it, where they had like all the gap seating because it was it was weird. It didn't feel like WrestleMania. I mean, hell, the pandemic one felt more like WrestleMania than the post-pandemic, that first one. Speaking of pay-per-views, Forbidden Door officially announced for June 28th in San Jose, California. So
Dusty.
Double or Nothing, Forbidden Door, and then to All In. That is the path we go forward here. Claudio Castagnoli versus Kevin Knight for the Kevin Knight's newly won TNT Championship.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Match of the night, boys?
Yes.
Not for me.
I know it's not going to be for you. 100%.
But like, it's to me, it's 1A and 1B, and this
Yeah.
was 1B. But like, it's a pickup.
Okay.
It's
Either one.
1B for me too. I think we probably have the same one.
Well, it certainly wasn't the Camille match.
She looked better.
No, she looked terrible.
You know what? True. But
She doesn't know where to be in the ring for like half of the shit.
I know, but she did look better.
Well, not even know where to be, but nowhere to be or where to look either. She was just on a fucking Hollywood produced programming. Know where the camera is.
I'm gonna take the stance of defending her.
Please.
Okay, so the first time we saw her, I was hyped. I was hyped because she's come from NWA and she did very well over in NWA, right?
And she did.
Very hyped. She came over. Her first match was a super dud, right? So we're like, is this really what it is? And then she had another match. It was also a dud. I'm like, okay. Well, she had a good dance partner this time in Willow. I think Willow helped. It was better. Was it still a dud from her? Yes. Was it as bad as it was? No. So it's improvement, right? And if you improve 3-4%, I call that a win. Now, is she TV ready? Absolutely not. I will definitely say that because she does not know how to, like you've talked about this, Austin, of knowing how to wrestle and knowing how to wrestle on TV. And that is a difference. So she doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't give her any credit for being carried by Willow and still looking bad. And I have nothing against Camille. I don't wish ill of her. Just like you have to be better if you're going to wrestle on TV because it just does not look good. I mean, that was bad.
Ditto. I mean, I appreciate the thought of getting somebody back. You're trying to give him a push. You're trying to give Willow a legit competitor whose name is not Mercedes Moné or Chris Statlander or somebody we already get back.
Dusty said not as many botches as WWE women matches. It's like, well, that's fair, but that's also
that's like comparing Dubby to some swill you bought down at the local, refinery. So I mean, come on.
I mean, there's some botches, but I think at the top level, WB puts on better women's matches than AEW.
Oh, by far and away. And that, honestly, I mean, I don't care if I get a little flack for this. The women's division in WWE is far superior, and they just know what to do with them a little bit better, I think, too. I think they get it better. And all, like, top to bottom on the main roster, most of the women can go, period. Like, I mean, when you have Natty Neidhart, who literally also, like, she's going into Bloodsport, which watch her in Bloodsport. She's amazing in there, right? Like, I feel like now they brought that thing, and she's like one of the bottom card women, basically. Like, come on now. Come on.
Well, I mean, in WWE, for whatever your opinions are about them with the overproduction or the way they produce all the matches and script the whole thing, it does benefit, I think, some of these women more, especially when they're coming up through NXT and getting in the mid card and undercard, for the programming. Whereas that to me is long been probably the biggest issue with the AEW women's division. And we've heard my co-host talk quite a bit about Sky Blue, especially early Sky Blue, about how bad it was and just her butt on the TV, right?
I wasn't the only one.
Do what?
I wasn't the only one who was saying
I said my counterparts.
I thought I started singular. I thought you were trying to single me out again.
Plural. No,
which I shall punish you if you were. I shall crown you.
I think your tiara is a little too tight there, Jamie. I think you need to loosen it up. But no, I mean, that's the thing, though. You're putting them out there where they're going to be basically an indie sort of thing where they're making their own match and calling it in part inside the ring, whereas they don't in WWE, that's not what they do. Everything's planned, everything's defined, right? And you get a more cohesive product as opposed to this, where you hope the matchup works out, or you just have two women who are going to fucking go, right? Like the Sheeta versus Willow match you had a couple weeks, like a couple collisions ago, right? Fantastic. You knew it was going to be, because look who you have.
There's a mute guest option. Love it. Absolutely love it.
So we did talk about that. So Kevin Knight retained, by the way. Willow retained, by the way. The non-title match sandwiched in the middle of this is my co-host, number one. Now, I like the Kevin Knight Claudio. That was my 1A for the night. These guys are definitely talking about Will Ospreay, which I know. How could I not choose a Will Ospreay match? Versus Yosoi Hechicero.
Can we just talk about one second? I'm gonna let you go, Austin, because I know
you're good.
But can we just talk about the fact that Don Callis came out with a pink armband? Can we just talk about that for just a second?
They had that at the pay-per-view.
I know. I love it. I love the continuity with it. We didn't talk about it on the pay-per-view, so it's like, let's talk about it here. Sure. That is just the best shit ever. It popped me so hard. There's this popped me, and a thing with Tekla popped me, but that was one of the best things that got me by far.
Yeah, that was outside. And I think it was at the pay-per-view on the pre-show. He cut a promo where he was talking about Kyle Strong. Like, Don Callis was so entertaining. This was my 1A. Kevin Knight and Claudio was outstanding. And if you want to tell me that was a better match, like, yeah, probably. Like, I'll believe you. Like, but for me, this match had something that Kevin Knight versus Claudio didn't have, and that's Hechicero.
Yeah.
And Hechicero and Ospreay was just such a fun combination, especially when Ospreay ran for the hidden blade and Hechicero did like the jumping head scissors driver thing. That was absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I love this match.
Same. Because you have two guys who can fly, yet are two very technical wrestlers in their own right, and then you just have these flips and everything into arm bars and shit. Like, come on, man. You knew I was in.
I do have to say, there is something that did take away from this match for me, and it's Will Ospreay's down because his neck's hurt. Can he continue? Like, can we stop doing that, please? Like,
yeah, I mean, time, dude.
I understand, but it's akin to the whole Kenny Omega and his intestines are going to fall out bit. It's like, okay, we know what he went through. Let's move the fuck on, right?
Yeah.
Their whole promo was that they rebuilt his neck like the fucking $1 million man with titanium and all this. It's like, move on with this. He's a fucking Terminator, right? Okay, go. Jericho had an interview with Renee Paquette, which is interrupted by Ricochet and The Demand. They're going to keep feuding for a little bit, but Jericho had ridiculously good ribs again, so I'm going to give him that. Takeshi and Okada had a quick little video promo, just kind of stoking the fire for them, post-match. And then Tekla had a promo from the crowd.
So good.
And I want you to get to what popped you here, because the promo was great, right? Out walks Alex Windsor, and I love the kind of, it's an unexpected good fit. I wasn't knowing I would have, kind of the stylistic between Windsor and Tekla, right? The European-esque flair to it, right? They're both mocking each other's native, accents and stuff. So what popped you though, Austin? I really want to know.
Oh no, Jamie was the one that had the moment from this that popped him.
Jamie had the moment. I'm sorry, Jamie. What popped you on this?
It was easy when she called the entire roster of the women in AEW bitches in front of a 6-year-old kid standing right there, looking right at her. This kid's just looking up at her like. And she's like, all these bitches. I'm like, oh, that's so great. That is so great. Yeah, by far and away. And she's got more, just more charisma in her pinky than Chris does at all. Period. I love Chris Statlander. She's a great wrestler, but and then we got Hikaru Shida too, which I thought was also great, which we'll talk about that probably in a minute too.
We can lump it all together here because they went right into that little video with Stat and Sheeta, and they did the right thing. And Chris Statlander didn't say a word, and so
it was so great. And how good is Hikaru Shida's English now?
It's going very good. I do kind of like this new, kind of crazy Sheeta. Maybe would you go that far?
I don't know if I'd say it's crazy, but something close to that, and like it's a character for her, and I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it kind of gives me Asuka Kana vibes from Stardom.
A little bit, yeah.
Like she's just like, wow, you know what I mean?
Well, and she has never really had a character. She's just been Hikaru Shida. She wears Japanese things. That's literally been her character, right? Which is not, I mean, not cultural appropriated. I'm not trying to say that, but she hasn't really had much depth to her character other than her look. That's about it. So I'm all for this. I actually like this too with her and Statlander.
Yeah. I mean, this just goes back to prove the point that Statlander's title run needed to end because
absolutely
Tekla beat her, Cheetah beat her again, and like a couple weeks later, Statlander is just not getting any lines in a promo with Sheeta, and they're randomly tagging now, and no one's like, oh, Statlander deserves better, which again, I like Statlander. She's phenomenal in the ring, but like this is much more her pace.
And it's still getting her TV time. You know, it's not just doing the predictable throwing her out against Willow again, right? You know, so yeah, I'm good with it.
Do y'all, really quick, do y'all think we are going to get Statlander and Sheeta versus Divine Dominion for the tag titles before Sheeta turns heel and beats her up?
Yes.
Yeah, and it'll probably happen right after they lose it.
Yep.
I think it might happen at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Heel Sheeta makes me happy.
You've been clamoring for that for a while, Jamie.
I mean, right after the pandemic, after she lost, like turn her heel. It's only been 4 years. Yeah, another major.
Especially this character Sheeta as a heel. Like this works as a heel.
Oh, this is so good. This is
better than the Yakuza one. Like that one would have been easy. Like this just seems fun. Like this seems like a fun, crazy heel.
And it feels like she fits better with this. The Yakuza one was cool and all, but Sheeta felt kind of off with it, right? You know, sometimes the character doesn't vibe with the person doing it. You know what I mean? This I totally get. It feels like it is Sheeta, right?
Yeah, the Yakuza thing, it felt more like she was trying something than she was doing something, and this is her doing something.
Yep. Right. Just like Darby Allin is getting ready to do something here because he gets a little pep talk from Sting. It's Sting, you know? Here's your sign. And so out comes Darby Allin, out comes MJF. Quick little change of low blows. 4-corner coffin drops. And a side headlock takeover. And ladies and gentlemen, Darby Allin, much to Jamie's chagrin, is your AEW World Champion.
I'd like to hear your thoughts, Lord.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just setting this up for you.
Well, if I'm going to talk about this, I probably need to. This is not crown business, okay?
Not
even my cat wants to hear this. All right. This is bullshit. This is the biggest pile of bullshit that has ever bullshitted. Like literally, I get that people love him. I get that people really enjoy watching him get the shit kicked out of him for 95% of a match and 5% he finds a way to win. You know, I love that, you know, people are not, and then those same people also hate Hogan, yet it is Hogan. Yeah, I'm calling everybody out. I don't care at this point because it just irritates the living hell out of me. He doesn't bring anything to that belt. He doesn't elevate it. He doesn't do anything for it. He doesn't need it. This just is to appease one person. You're like, hey, good job, bud. You got it. I'm proud of you. Like, that's all it is. That's all it is. It does nothing. Does nothing for me. Does nothing for the company. Does nothing for nobody. It's just a placeholder until we get a heel turn Kenny Omega. I think that's all it is. We're going to give him 45 days as champion, then we just need to move the fuck on, because no. Hell no. No, 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 no. Jamie has spoken. Now King Jamie is returning. Oh, wait, other way.
There you go. Yeah. Make sure that red jewel's right front and center.
Red jewel for the FWO, baby. Oh, and by the way, the King also says, get yourself some W energy at WGG.com. Use the code
W.GG
and get yourself 10% off on that discount. Also, if you're following us on YouTube, make sure you follow us on TikTok. And if you're on TikTok, make sure you follow us on YouTube.
At Total Spotfest, everywhere you go. It's just W.GG, to be fair.
So I said W.GG.
.com. There's no .com.
I said GG. Didn't I? Fuck. All right, W.GG.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. Everybody can see it. We're good to go. It's also
Give yourself a mystery. Mine happened to be fruit punch. What will yours be?
Japanese yuzu, excellent. And I'm really excited. So Tiger's Blood's next. I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
All I want to say, Jamie, and Austin, you can put your chime in here in a second. All I want to say, because remember when we were talking about the pay-per-view and the picks, had we gone to Kenny Omega winning, it would have been a 5-way tie. You would not have won that title. You won the title of our picks so that Darby Allin could become AEW World Champion. Congratulations.
Bet it feels nice, man.
Benjamin J. Dixon, what's up, my friend? You're here to be in the basking gloriousness of me, the best pay-per-view picker of all time.
Did you even hear the words I said, Jamie?
No, I muted you in my own brain.
You heard them. You won our title so Darby Allin could become champion. Congratulations, buddy.
Like
Congratulations.
But I'm not willing to make that sacrifice, sir.
Well, you just made it, so I'm putting it all on you. Austin?
So we've been saying for a very long time that the Darby title run was eventually coming.
Inevitable. All of us said that, including him.
I am inevitable, is what it really is.
We knew it was coming. And the way it happened tonight, I don't hate in a vacuum. But it's really weird that we just saw MJF beat Hanger in a Texas death match, pretty much clean. We just saw him beat Kenny Omega again.
Kicking out of the one-winged angel.
Kicking out of the one-winged angel.
Pissed me off.
And then if they would have done this match and this result at the beginning of the show, I think it would have been a little bit better. But you gave him the whole night to prepare, and he still got squashed in 3 minutes. It's weird in the context of everything else going on. Aside from that, though, it was a fun, feel-good moment for the hometown crowd, for all the Darby fans out there, of which there are many. It also, we haven't really had the underdog babyface win the title since maybe Hanger's first run. Is that like the only time they've really done something like that? So I get it. I'm not a Darby guy, but we knew it was coming. There's a lot of people that want to see Darby win that title. And I agree with Jamie. He'll probably hold it till Double or Nothing, and then we'll move it on and get rolling towards All In. I'm just happy MJF is no longer the champion. I don't like MJF with that title. If it takes Darby to move it off of him, to move on to other shit for a while, I'm good with it.
So there's two things on here. First, Benjamin J. Dixon is a huge Darby Allin guy, which is hilarious because he just missed my tirade. So if you want to catch a tirade about how I'm not a Darby Allin guy, You can go over to YouTube and catch that. But there's 2 questions on here. There's one question, and then I want you guys' comments on here. Dusty asks, how long will he reign? So it's a 2-parter for me. For me, I'm going to reign forever. I'm going to be your king of the pay-per-view picks forever. So that's answered. But then 39 days. He is going to be the champion for 39 days.
Yeah,
Sounds
double
about
or
right.
nothing. Double or nothing, everybody. Yeah, 100%.
If it's not a double or nothing, it'll be a Dynamite at some point after that. But he's not carrying that belt to All In.
I can see him getting a title shot at a pay-per-view or a title defense at a pay-per-view. He'll have a couple along the ways. He's going to be a fighting champion, right? Kevin Knight's going to get a shot. Tommaso Ciampa's going to get a shot, right? They're going to do that over the next couple of weeks. Cool, whatever. And then he's going to have a probably Kenny Omega again. Yeah, double or nothing is the answer. 100%.
Yeah, and Kenny makes the most sense. Like, he should come back, be like, well, Darby, I told you if you won and I won, I was giving you a shot. So you should give me a shot now. And then he should totally cheat and beat Darby and let's get the cleaner. But that might be wishful thinking on my part.
I don't know. I think that's a good way to go into the cleaner. Because he's conflicted. Is he good? Is he evil the whole way? And then when the match happens, he's evil. F it. The only other option I would say you'd go with is the Swerve angle. But Swerve's where?
Yeah, where was Swerve? Where is Swerve been?
I don't think he was injured. I think they're just shelving him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Benjamin put out there is like, we'll get a part 2 with Kevin Knight, and that match will cook with grease. If we have a typical Darby Allin match, no. But if we have like a 50-50 Darby where it's not just him getting the shit kicked out of him for 95% of the match, then you're absolutely right. That match will go fire.
All right,
well, I don't mean
you know who else got the shit kicked out of him for 95% of the match and then pulled it out in the end?
Hulk Hogan.
Rocky Balboa.
Oh.
And that always worked. I'm just saying.
You just called Darby Allin Rocky fucking Balboa.
He is the Rocky Balboa of AEW. But like in Rocky 5, where he's got beaten up so much he's got brain damage.
Okay. You better not pull out some like Rocky 2 or Rocky 3 bullshit like him against Clubber Lang, because that I hold him in high regard. Rocky 5, that's fine.
Yeah, find Tommy what's his face in the streets, you know, for the strange
Clubber Lang
son.
still had one of the greatest one-liners of all time, dude.
Yeah.
What's your prediction for the match tonight, Clubber? Pain. It's like fucking good, dude. So good.
So good.
All right.
AEW. Dusty put Lil Mac of AEW.
That's comment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
The king is pleased. The king is pleased.
Everybody's welcome to keep trying here, but comment of the night to this point here. Fantastic. If you have no idea what that means, Google it.
Yeah,
trust me.
Creed too. Oh, that's so good. Yep, Creed. The Creed
Swerve,
movies are great too.
Swerve versus Darby
Benjamin get
would be a
great.
fun match.
Darby Allin.
Swerve and Darby have had fun matches. Okay, for what it's worth, Dixon. You know, so yep. All right. Jamie's now favorite champion, which he caused because again he won the title, which led to Darby Allin.
I've won this thing so many other times. Why hasn't he won then? Just saying.
They're waiting for you to go overzealous with your crown, I believe, is what Tony Khan's words were.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I did get this from Amazon, so you know.
There you go. All right, we will have more next week as we truck along here. They're going to start. We have one match officially for Double or Nothing. We'll get more coming and building up here to start the build for that. But build's not needed in the world of the Fed because, boys and girls, WrestleMania week, sign pointing season, it's almost over. We are 3 days away from WrestleMania.
That's my sign.
We certainly are.
Who's excited?
Excited
It's hard to get excited. I mean, there's a couple things on there. I think I know it's still WrestleMania.
Take care.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's still WrestleMania. Now, WrestleMania Saturday is at least partially going up against Nuggets playoff basketball as well as potentially Flyers playoff hockey. So a decision's going to have to be made. We have to have multiple screens going for that. So I'm not excited enough to miss playoff sports for it, but it is still WrestleMania, and like we're going to watch because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah, I have officially just put WrestleMania in the bucket of I'm watching it because it's WrestleMania.
Exactly.
It's not in the I can't wait to watch it. Like Royal Rumble's always been in that regard for me until this year's Royal Rumble. Honestly, actually, the past two have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
But like I've always been like I can't wait for the Royal Rumble because it's my favorite thing. And then now, like I used to be the same way with WrestleMania. Like I can't wait, and it's just like oh. So I have a question for you two.
Okay.
Since it is WrestleMania week, what is your favorite WrestleMania moment? There's a lot. There's a lot.
I mean, we have 42, so
not match, moment. Just remember that.
So
I understand.
I feel like I could give you a different answer any day of the week when you ask. Like there's several.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're just going moment and we're not going match.
Well, a moment can be a match or the end of
it can be, but I'm thinking more along the lines of a true moment and not a match. I gotta go with Hulk Hogan coming out to save Eugene from Muhammad Hassan. And I talked about this on the show about a month ago or whenever. That was the most pro wrestling ass segment of all WrestleMania history.
My God.
And it holds a special place in my heart.
JJ.
First of all, bravo. That's what we call a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a great callback. The king is pleased.
My favorite WrestleMania moment. I mean, oh God, there's so much there. That's tough to pick. I am going to go with I've got like 6 or 7 that I want to pull out, but I guess it could be, there's been so many there. You can't really go wrong with any of them. I'm going to pick out the first TLC match.
It's a good one.
The WrestleMania 2001.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because you had those 3 tag teams who define Attitude Era tag teaming, and it was just bonkers. It was just one. It was so ridiculous on all 6 men, and yeah, that's going to be I'll go with that one for sure.
That's a good one. Mine's from WrestleMania 14. Easy. Mike Tyson, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels in the finals, like in that match, that final match, the main event. The enforcer that is Mike Tyson turns on DX after DX was doing all this stuff against Stone Cold. Stone Cold wins that belt, and then Shawn Michaels goes off, rides off into the sunset, gets himself healed, finds God. Quits with all the booger sugar.
Quits the nose candy.
Yeah. And, it was the end of the Shawn Michael era for me. Like that, at that point, also, Jericho's kind of monopolizing my time. So I started to make that move right around then. And yeah, no, I think that's probably my favorite moment when Tyson just rips off his shirt and shows the Stone Cold, the Austin 316 shirt under the DX shirt, as just such a kick-ass moment. When I was 17, almost 18 when that happened. So yeah, big time moment.
You know what? I love that you bring that up too, I do want to talk about. I know we're not in a full stash of knowledge here, but we're
That's
gonna
fine.
we're gonna dip back a little bit. I miss the coordinated T-shirts. Remember the days when the T-shirt proved you were who you were? Were you in a faction if you didn't have that T-shirt? No. Were there multiple different T-shirts you could wear? No. It was the T-shirt. You had the NWO. You had the DX. You're an Austin guy. The shirt had to be an Austin 316. Couldn't be a Smoking Skull, right?
Absolutely.
Bring back the T-shirts.
Just the one.
I think the only like modern iconic T-shirt there has been the Bullet Club one.
Bullet Club, 100%.
That's it. It's still iconic.
Yeah, and they still do the same thing. And yes, it's direct from NWO. I get it, but
it works.
Go fix it.
See, going back to me appreciating silly shit in pro wrestling, when Jamie said his favorite moment was from WrestleMania 14, I was like, that's a good one, but I thought he was going to go Kane tombstoning Pete Rose and not that.
Oh yeah, that was in that same one.
I mean, there was that, you know.
Yeah, that was kick-ass. There's so many great moments. Like, I mean, you could. I'm sorry, I love you is one of the most iconic moments. Hell, yeah. I mean, Undertaker 1, Undertaker Michaels 1, or Undertaker Michaels 2, which is by far and away my favorite.
Undertaker.
I mean, yeah. Worst moment ever, Undertaker losing to Brock Lesnar. I mean, I think we can all say, I feel 100%. Like that's that.
I actually thought that was fine.
I don't think. I mean, he just became the streak, so they said they wanted to kill it, I guess. But I don't know.
Wait, didn't Macho propose to Miss Elizabeth at WrestleMania?
So I was about to mention that was WrestleMania 7, I believe.
Yeah, because 6 was Hogan Warrior.
Yeah,
still one of my favorite matches. Sue me, I don't.
7 was the retirement match with Macho and Ultimate Warrior.
That's what it was.
Where Ultimate Warrior beats him, Sherry's berating him, and Miss Elizabeth comes out and they reunite.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't retired long because he's wrestling for the title against Ric Flair at WrestleMania 80 a year later. But that Macho Man Elizabeth moment, that's an all-time great WrestleMania moment. Shawn Michaels ziplining down from the roof of the Anaheim Pond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about what I knew as a Shawn Michaels guy, that moment.
How about that was so it wasn't the turn. It took him to go.
The turn was like that's super cool, but then like seeing him do that, like that aura he had, like I was like, that's fucking.
Is it
cool.
Because the whole HB the Heartbreak Kid gimmick took a little bit to get over after he had turned.
It wasn't Sensational Sherry.
Yeah, it wasn't instantaneous. I also like the big returns and the big debuts that used to happen at WrestleManias. Like, remember, and this is a more modern one, I know, but remember post Impact Wrestling Hardys, the Broken Mat universe and all that, when they made the return back at the New Day announced them in, the crowd just went ape shit. And that was like right after they got done doing all that, Broken Universe stuff. So that popped me.
God, there's so many great ones. Sorry, I had to do that just because honestly, this card is less than exciting for me.
Yeah.
Even though I am going to find some way to retain because we don't watch wrestling. We don't watch sports entertainment, I should say.
Hey, I've been doing the work. I've been watching Raw just to update the people on TikTok. It's not good, but I've been watching.
Well, it's okay. WrestleMania is the Easter / Christmas. It's your once a year.
When you tune in, man.
Gotta tune in. All right, we'll talk about it. We will have picks as well. If Jamie is the king he claims to be, he should have no problem retaining this title in a week's time.
When I do, you are not going to hear the end of it, right?
Absolutely. Okay. And when you don't, you're going to try and move the
bet time
fastest way away.
Bet time.
Okay, what you want?
So
What's your
last
bet?
time I had to wear that stupid fucking hat the entire show.
Okay.
So when I win this time, you must refer to me as Lord the entire show.
When you win this time. Okay. When you
Not
lose,
you,
but
Austin. You're part of the FWO. We're cool.
I was gonna throw out, what if you retain, JJ's got to call you Lord the entire show next week.
Yep.
If JJ wins the title, you got to do next week's entire show in Darby Allin face paint.
Oh,
I don't have any of that at home, but sure, I'll figure it out.
First of all, we all know there's
whatever. Yeah.
We all know I haven't won a WWE pick in God knows how many years. So that's
okay. So if JJ wins, I will do Darby Allin paint.
Only if JJ wins the title.
Okay.
If you retain, JJ's got to call you Lord all next week.
And this thing will stay on.
And if anybody else wins, which I have a strong feeling you're going to get your child and her boyfriend to have some ridiculous picks. I'm just throwing that out there, because that's probably going to happen. Okay, we all know. Please, Jamie. I've known you for 13 years, man. Please. You are the heel. You claim you love the heels so much. You live the lifestyle. You enjoy it. You're absolutely getting them to throw their picks.
Hey,
that's what.
Do you not remember when Austin and I did the finger poke of doom and I put him over so he could win the belt? Do you remember when that happened?
I do.
That was still one of the best moments ever.
And the second I opened up our picks, it was the most predictable thing ever. I'm like, yeah, that's how JB goes.
Wrong one.
Which is why I never like taking bets from you, because you will find a way to stack it up.
I'm playing to win this weekend.
Are you? Okay.
I'm playing to win this weekend. I will
because again, Jamie, he is not on your team. You think he is.
I told you I'm playing both sides.
He is on his own team.
He is a proven loyal FWO member who understands that to be a part of the FWO, you have to take advantage of certain situations sometimes. That is the definition of FWO.
We'll see about that. It's gonna be glorious.
If I have to kick my own daughter in the nuts in order to win, I'm kicking her in the nuts. He gets the assignment.
Okay. Now, of course, the ironic thing is if neither of us win, and then it's just like, well, whatever, but it'd be good banter. I'll take you up on that bet. So if I win, you're in Darby Allin face paint. If you win, I get to call you Lord for a show. And if anybody else wins, which we know that two of the people who are not physically present have no chance of winning because you're going to get them to throw it.
I will allow them to actually pick pig.
Oh, you will allow them. All right.
Yes.
Your adult. Good thing your adult daughter's in earshot. She can hear that her father's allowing her to do something. Okay, whatever. Okay. All right. So we shall find out. All right. We'll have picks results next week. We'll see where this bet goes. Again, if your first time joining us, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We do this every Wednesday around about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Go visit our show sponsor, W.GG. Get yourself some W, get a star pack, get yourself a big thing of mystery flavor like Jamie's got there. 10% off. Use the code Spotfest. We'll talk about WrestleMania next week. We'll talk about the road to Double or Nothing, and follow us on the internets at Total Spotfest. All right, Jamie, take us home, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. First off, before I do it,
Took a whole show to get there. He was so consumed with his crown gimmick. It took him the whole show to get to the thing we were waiting for him to do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not down Total Spot Fest, I got 6 words for you. I am the king of picks.
We'll see. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Later.